Last night I was watching this movie on Netflix called Ladies First. The entire premise is about men and women switching places. Halfway through, I really found it sometimes a bit weird. Certain things sounded completely ridiculous, like I can feel it in my ovaries, or how men were ignored in meetings. The reason why it looked and sounded so ridiculous isn't because it's ridiculous. It's because I wasn't used to hearing it. And because I was used to the opposite being true. Anyway, I wasn't planning to have an evening with deep realizations. I got home after Figo's soccer game, and my friend texted me for later that night. She's like, hey, do you want to join us? And I was like, I'm just not feeling it. And I was asking myself why, because it was the final dance at Groove in the jungle before the summer stop. And I really felt like, no, I'm tired. I had to really accept the fact that I'm tired, and what I really crave for is to do absolutely nothing and chill on the couch, watch a nice movie, and get some food. And that's what I did. Went to Safari Culinary. I got guacamole there, and then I went to another place that I really love. They have very yummy cinnamon rolls. I had my period, so I'm like, why not? And got home and removed my phone far away, because I don't really watch a lot of movies, but when I do, I tend to sometimes scroll on my phone. I'm like, no, we're really gonna relax. And when I saw that there was a new recommendation from Netflix, I didn't even check out the trailer. Well, let me just be surprised. I don't want to know what this movie is about. Let me just watch it. It sounds like fun. And it was. Anyway, I settled on the couch expecting nothing but a very nice light comedy. But this comedy really made me see things even clearer than I already saw. And it's one of the most thought-provoking movies that I've seen in a long time. That same day, coincidentally, I watched an episode of Frame Kwame. I hope I pronounce his name right. He's from Ghana originally, and he lives in the Netherlands. And he has beautiful storytelling around his view of being someone that is a foreigner who lives in a different country, very different culture, etc. And in this particular episode, he talked about something that is called functional blindness. It's the idea that when you live in a culture long enough, you start becoming blind to its ways of doing things. You stop seeing its patterns. It becomes background noise. It becomes invisible. It's not because it's right or wrong. It's just that it becomes familiar. As a foreigner, he notices things about Dutch people that for Dutch are very normal. The point being, what happens when you immerse into something long enough, it becomes normal and you stop seeing it. And that's exactly what this movie did. It broke the spell of functional blindness. Even for me as a woman, because I already saw certain things, but because it was so ridiculous seeing it in an opposite way, like the woman behaving as a man and the man behaving as a woman, it really made it very confrontational in a funny way. By flipping the world upside down, it made familiar things feel very unfamiliar. It made invisible things very visible. Not through arguments or lectures, but through humor, through the absurdity, true role reversal. And that's why for me this movie worked, because instead of telling us what to think, it just shows us and then you can make up your own mind about it. Some things generally surprised me and hit me harder than I expected, and I think that's what great stories do. It helps us see through a new lens. It helps us shape a new perspective. They can make the familiar feel strange again. They can help us make a new decision on what we stand for, what we allow, and we get the chance to see what has been in front of us all along. That's what Ladies First did for me. It made the invisible very visible, and I would definitely salute you to watch it for yourself and get some yummy food too, and really relax and enjoy yourself. It's a fun movie. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's episode.